Welcome one and all to the K.O.E. Nation for a very special Irish whiskey matchup in the 32 Irish tournament here at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And this evening I am joined by my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only,
your Big Buckin' Emperor, your Revolutionary Wrestling podcast. Find me, linktr.ee/Big Buckin' for all things fun, exciting. And Tony, who's your daddy?
I don't know. It was a weird time in the 80s.
Fair enough. I'm also joined by my other indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only.
Sorry, you caught me off guard there. It's me. It's Tony fucking G. Tony the Rod 2.0 on the TikTok. The quadruple distilled and non-chill filtered. Your Irish whiskey connoisseur and master of ceremonies for the 32 Irish Whiskey Tournament of Extreme. And we are here with another first round matchup. And if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe first and foremost. But more importantly for this video and those moving forward, you must know that I, as the master of ceremonies, have handpicked, selected, and will be pouring said whiskeys. These two gentlemen are blind as to which whiskey is which and what whiskey they are drinking at all. You can see it below what Whiskey A and Whiskey B are. They are completely clueless. We are having a completely 110% honest choice and review.
And 10%, folks. So, without further ado, Tony, I believe you got some whiskeys to pour.
Yes, I do.
And folks, I am going to go into the very isolated studio corner. I can't see or hear nothing at all. And yes, Chicken, we will Wayne's World that right now.
Yeah, damn it. Usually I have it poured before we start this.
All right, L2 and N8. L2 is A.
Okay.
L2 and what?
L2 and N8.
Okay. L2.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
L2 and 8. Okay.
And then bring us back in.
Whoa! Wow, that was editing. That was Hollywood magic.
That's my fault for not having them poured.
Sheesh. So we've got two whiskeys here. Whiskey A, Whiskey B. This one, Chicken, what was it labeled in your particular vial here?
So for those at home that don't know, Tony sent me with all these beautiful
We don't have
vials.
to do this.
Oh, yes, we do. We absolutely have to. So he sent me with these little vials. So if you've seen the prior videos, you know what's about to happen. The first one, A, is labeled L2.
L2. So I'm going to say it's Tony's second favorite lovely Irish whiskey.
Wow.
So probably something for Middleton there. Probably. It's lovely, and it's his second favorite in the lovely category.
All right,
so
next,
I like that.
Next.
Okay.
The next one.
And B is N8.
Oh, okay. That's a nasty Nate whiskey. Okay, that's a drinking whiskey. That's one that Tony used just for okay, when you want to put some hair on your chest, you pull out the nasty Nate whiskey.
Okay, with that being said, let's get into not the palate.
100%.
Let's get onto the nose. Let's try.
He hasn't missed
whiskey.
one yet, folks.
Oh yeah.
It's been right
No,
down.
Not at all.
Right on.
And I'm in a hotel, and this is the nicest cups I could find for nosing and drinking tonight. So forgive me.
That is actually a kind of lovely nose, I gotta say. You pick up the ethanol. There's a slight floral, very slight fruit, slight honey. Everything's slight, but it's all coming together quite nicely.
I do get the fruit quite a bit.
Yeah, I'd say it's very heavy on the fruit, but there is a subtle floral there in the back. But yeah, mostly just fruit. Really nice.
Starting to pick up like pear.
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's spot on. I
All
agree
right,
with pear.
now the Nasty Nate whiskey.
This is very similar in my opinion. It's not
not as potent.
Not as potent, but it still has that heavy fruit. That's why I liked these two together, because I thought they'd be comparable.
It's got like a lighter, more tart fruit smell, I think.
Yeah, okay. I kind of like a taffy, maybe.
I was gonna say like there's a thicker sweetness on the back of the nose. Like I'm wanting to say something along the lines of like a toffee or something like that, but I'm a little off there. But there's a thicker, earthy sweetness, like almost like a maple syrup.
Okay.
On the back there.
Okay. Well,
that goes with it. So
let's get into the tasting. Let's try A.
I mean, if you get twist my arm.
I think that fruit really comes through. Oh. Then.
Bit of a burnt brown sugar note.
Yeah. I'd say there's a bourbon quality here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, that is beautiful.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, like 90% of the world's Scotch and Irish whiskey is aged in once-used bourbon barrels.
But it really comes through on this one, which
that's really good.
Which actually really surprises me, because I haven't had this one in a while. And that does surprise me with this particular one.
Interesting. Now let's pick up Whiskey Nasty Nate here, folks.
Whiskey B. Subtle, sweet, right to the point.
Let's be frank, a little more grainy.
Yeah.
And
I get a little bit more floral on the palate.
Yes.
A little oily.
I think, I was going to say there's definitely more oily texture to this, but this one, I feel like you could really, going with Phil's Nasty Nate, like, yeah, this would be a good drinking whiskey, because this would be something you could just sip and sip and sip.
Yeah.
This would be one that I wouldn't be trepid about mixing either. Just because, yes, I'm sure that's a real word, trepid. That's one that I wouldn't be too scared of mixing that one. This one, though, Whiskey L2.
Yeah.
Lovely too.
Special. Yeah.
Tony, I agree. This is lovely too.
Yes.
He
nailed it. Totally nailed it. 100%. 110% accuracy from Phil.
I already know which way. Yes, with 110% accuracy.
I think I know which way I'm going as well.
Shall I rip the Shall I rip the Band-Aid off?
I think we all know. Based on your reactions.
Whiskey A L2.
I as well am going with lovely one too.
Yeah, I actually am also going to go with that one. A clean sweep, in my opinion.
Now, Tony, can we get to the reveals of? First, let's go with the one that was the Nasty Nate. Which one was that?
I actually can't give you the bottles because, they're at Chicken's house, and he's not even at his house. The loser of this one, Redbreast 12, Whiskey B.
Really?
Yep.
You're still good whiskey.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
very nice.
That totally makes sense. That's a fucking just straight up hardcore drinker. Yeah. That makes sense.
The winner, Whiskey A, Redbreast Lustau.
Yeah.
Yep, that finishing. It was that wine finish that really, sherry finishing can always.
There's the bottle.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
But so this was Redbreast versus Redbreast, and I did pick
Lustau
up on
versus 12.
Like, I almost did want to say, is this the same freaking distillery? Like, because there was
I tried to tease that a little bit, but I was hoping you guys would come to that conclusion on your own.
So this should be a really good blend then.
I mean, I kind of did, but at the same time, like, we've been proven like fools so many times in this particular tournament. Like, is this from the same distillery? It's like, no, it's the other side. It's Ireland. Silly.
Oh yeah, that works.
That's pretty good.
That does work. You get the notes of the Lustau.
Yep.
But it really brings out that floral pattern of the 12.
I'd say the oakiness of the 15-year definitely shines through. But It's got a subtle.
I'm gonna give
little...
that a B minus.
I'm gonna give it a B.
I'm gonna give it a B.
You know, maybe I'm just a sherry finish snob,
that.
but I'm going to give this a B. So, gentlemen, shockingly, in the match of Redbreast versus Redbreast, Redbreast moves on
Who
to
could
the
have
Sweet 16.
Now, I know with you, with the sherry finish, this might not have been a fair matchup because right away you were like, yep, this is my horse. I'm picking this one, and Whiskey B almost didn't matter at that point, but I wanted to give it a fair shot, and I figured what better way to go than have a Redbreast versus Redbreast.
You know, I can't dispute, deny, and this blend is lovely.
It is.
Yeah, it gets better the more you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, that opens up quite a bit. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's just...
I go with a B.
I was about to say, I could see you just mixing that as just a standard fare for your Saturday nights.
Yeah, I could just put a bunch of different Redbreasts together. I think it'd be lovely.
You know, you just sound like torn asunder about
that'd
having
be
to do that. So, folks,
Red breast, blue breast, every breast.
as I'm known to say around
Big
here,
breast, small breast, somewhere in the middle.
you know, each one's like a snowflake. They all have their unique surprises. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here for this matchup in the 32 Irish Whiskey Tournament. And Redbreast, you move on to the Sweet 16. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. And I am signing it off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only,
Your Big Buck and Emperor Chicken. Appreciate you for tuning in, folks. This was a great time. Look forward to more. Stay here. There's a lot more to come, folks.
and also the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and here you will see the tournament bracket very, very shortly of what has already won and what is to come. Yet only a few more matchups in the first round. Here we go.